It was a typical dull day in calculus. Being Friday, 7th period, everyone was restless. Spring break was just around the corner, and the anticipation was thick. Our teacher, Mr. Lowell, who was laid back and often ran fun online quizzes, decided to start a game on Sporkle.com. We were midway through a brand logo quiz when it happened. Right after my friend Owen answered with Adidas, the loudspeaker crackled. The dean's voice came on, sounding alarmed. "Teachers, this is not a drill. Initiate lockdown protocols immediately." The atmosphere in the room shifted. Mr. Lowell's normally easygoing demeanor changed as he swiftly turned off the lights and hurried us to the back corner. We all sat in tense silence for a few minutes. The low hum of the panel in the back of the room suddenly stopped, as if the power had been cut. We exchanged anxious glances, knowing this was serious. Moments later, we heard screaming echoing down the hall. It grew louder, accompanied by the violent banging of metal lockers. "I'll kill all of you," the voice screamed. Two girls began sobbing quietly, which only heightened the terror. The pounding reached our classroom door. Then one of the girls whispered, "No. Please." The man outside hammered harder, shouting, "Open up!" I remember feeling a primal, gut-wrenching fear. After what felt like hours, the banging finally stopped, and the footsteps receded down the hallway. About 10 minutes later, the dean's voice returned. He explained that a disturbed man had entered the building and assaulted a receptionist. Staff weren't sure if he was armed, so they initiated the lockdown out of caution. The frightening part: a janitor later found the man hiding in a storage closet. Rumor had it he had a weapon tucked in his coat. By the time the police arrived, he was gone. To this day, I don't know if they ever found him, but I hope he's getting the help he needs. Our school had 2 lunch periods, one for 6th graders and some of the 7th, and another for the rest of 7th and all 8th graders. This incident happened in October during the first lunch. It was a rainy day, and I remember hearing loud booms from outside. I initially thought it was thunder, but the cafeteria erupted in screams and security ordered everyone into the multi-purpose room. The room has large glass walls at the back, so they pulled the curtains while security stood at each exit. My friend Eli asked one of the staff what was happening. When he returned, he told us, "There's a guy across the street threatening to hurt himself and anyone who gets in his way." To make things worse, the man had been seen lurking near the school, watching students. Rumor had it he was also a registered offender, which made everyone feel a chill. After nearly an hour, we were escorted back to our classrooms one by one. The most disturbing part? My friend Tessa lived nearby and told us about the previous Halloween when she saw the same man at his window, using his own blood to scrawl warnings across the glass. She had thought it was a Halloween prank, but now we all knew better. I'm now 22, fresh out of college and working as a computer technician at my old high school, in a small office in the basement. The basement was cluttered but had a nice air-conditioned office with a few desks and a mini fridge. My co-workers, Ben and Kyle, weren't in the office that day, so I was alone when a call came from the front office, alerting me to a lockdown due to a possible intruder. The basement office didn't have a door, just an open entryway, so I turned off the lights and texted Ben and Kyle. They didn't reply. After about 20 minutes, I heard the basement door creak open. I froze, listening as someone's footsteps descended the stairs, coming closer. I quickly crawled under my desk, trying to keep silent. Then a loud ding from my phone shattered the silence. My heart dropped as the footsteps got closer. Out of desperation, I threw myself from under the desk, pleading for my life. A man grabbed my arm, telling me, "It's okay. I'm hiding down here too. What's happening up there?" I hesitantly told him where the basement exit was, trying to hide my suspicion. Checking my phone, I saw a text from Ben. "Dude, don't come up. Some guy in a red plaid shirt just shot Mr. Darcy." I looked up at the man's red plaid shirt and felt my blood run cold. He noticed my stare. and before he could react, I bolted for the stairs. A gunshot echoed behind me, and the bullet ricocheted off metal. I managed to make it upstairs, where police were already stationed. They apprehended the man as he attempted to leave through the basement exit. Thankfully, Mr. Darcy survived the ordeal. Though no one ever found out the true reason for the man's grudge, the sound of that gunshot still echoes in my mind.